on the Zapruder film. It's on the record from here on. Okay. Well, it's good to see you all. Thanks for being here and all that. As I always do, I ask you if you've had any improv-y thoughts or questions, or something has occurred to you, anything at all. Either maybe something we've done or something you've done, or any thought at all. If you do, shout it out.
Last week was very interesting when you told us to do an agreeable scene. So it's not like yes and, but you can still explore the tools and change the path within an agreeable, non-fighting scene.
Yeah. The interesting thing about occasionally doing scenes where people are on the same side and they're agreeing, even though sometimes their agreements don't agree with one another, is that many of us grew up with sitcoms. I don't know where. I'm guessing it's the same wherever you're from. And sitcoms are often about putting down people. About this guy says something, then this guy says something, and just cuts him down, and then the wife comes in and makes him look stupid, and then the neighbor comes in and he's stupid, and we cut him down, and the kids come in, and every time that happens, somebody pushes a button and makes people applaud and laugh, and so we tend to think that comedy requires that, because we grow up with it, and it can't be comedy if it doesn't have that in it. And yeah, it can have that in it, but it doesn't have to. And when you're doing improv, you're really trying to build something, and it's hard to build something if every time someone tries to build the thing, the other person knocks it down. So it doesn't work. The reason it works in sitcoms is that writers sit there and write these things. So you can't do it in improv. It just turns out to be nasty, and it's like sitting in the back seat of a car when the two people in the front are arguing for 55 miles. It gets old quickly. So I just want you to see that you don't have to fall back on that. You're the worst camp counselor ever. Well, you are it doesn't have to be that. Anything else?
I feel like choosing conflict in that way is kind of low-hanging fruit, in my opinion. It's not always the. It's an easier route, I feel like, because I think people are so triggered. Their amygdala is triggered by negativity so much that it's kind of an easy way to go.
Mm-hmm. Well, first of all, we've talked about the fact that if we want to introduce. Who's that? Is that
Elsie.
Hello?
She's having trouble logging in, she says.
Yeah, but no, it's okay. I keep hearing myself come back. Okay. So the thing with that idea of conflict is that one of the most interesting types of conflict that you can inject into a scene, if you need to, is internal conflict. The character, him or herself, can be obviously conflicted in some way. They can be saying things that are clearly the opposite of what they're doing, or they can be believing things that they actually really don't, and all that. So they can be conflicted, and sometimes that doesn't have to lead to external conflict. But yes, sometimes when you walk by low-hanging fruit, if you're hungry enough, just grab it. But and don't try to make things more difficult than you have to. But yeah, you're right. Don't always go for the expected, the thing that you've seen on television 100 times. Anything else?
I also think, structurally, sitcoms have to reset at the end of the episode. So the universe is the same same universe week, all of through the season. It's a major revelation when you introduce a new character. But improv is all about change. Improv is all about growth of a scene, growth of a person.
Yeah.
It's more organic and certainly more interesting. than sitcom writing.
It
so
can
like,
be.
yeah, well, ideally you should be.
Ideally. Yeah. I mean, it's
I
sitcom.
like
It means situation comedy,
Yeah.
and so what you need is a situation. So the situation can't be something that they escape from, because then it's not the situation anymore. So yeah, it's basically, here's a bunch of people, we're sticking them in this crazy problem that they'll never be able to get out of. Let's see how they cope. Yeah. Any other thoughts, improv wise? No. Okay. If you do, shout them out. So one of the things that we talk about is doing and I repeat, because it's just the way it works. One of the tools of comedy is repetition, and another one of the tools of comedy is repetition. And you can repeat yourself. You should repeat yourself when doing improv. You shouldn't always have to think of the next new thing to say. You can choose to repeat the thing you've just said over and over, or repeat what someone else has said back to them. Every time you repeat the thing, it changes context, it changes meaning. I don't usually talk about this, but I just did a stand-up thing tonight, and I told somebody a very, very long internet Wi-Fi password. It was really like 3 paragraphs long. That was the Wi-Fi password. And I kept telling them, if you didn't get that, I'll repeat it. And I must have said that long internet 3 paragraph password 4 times. And then I gave him an Instagram account to follow. And the Instagram account was about 3.5 paragraphs long. And so, and each time I'd started again, remember that password again is blah, blah, blah. And they would laugh every time I started it. And they knew that they would have to sit through this long paragraph of me droning on and on. So that the whole piece, all of it was nothing but repetition. Nothing. There was nothing else in it. That was the whole piece. So why not? Why not do repetition? So we talk about repetition. We talk about grounding scenes being grounded. What do we mean by that? What do I mean by that? Shout it out.
Psychologically realistic for the proponents of said scene.
Yeah.
Sure.
It's
believe in you, and the audience will believe.
Yeah, right. So whatever the character is saying or doing, the character believes. It might be something outlandish, but at least the actor isn't just grabbing some nonsense to say something funny. That we believe the person would say that, and they mean it. It's serious. It's honest. So it could be crazy, but as long as it's honest, it's grounded. Now, and then the thing I want to push today is the thing that I often push. I pushed it in my team's rehearsal for the last couple of weeks, and it just completely opened up what they do. And we talk about randomness, chaos, and order. And like I said, here's repetition again. I know you're sick of hearing it, but if it sinks in, it's something you can really use. Randomness, chaos, and order, the 3 different things. Randomness and chaos are not the same. We sometimes use them interchangeably, but they're not the same thing. Randomness is a flip of a coin or a lottery ticket, or winning the lottery. There's no causality. There's no linkage between any events. It's just random. Chaos there is a linkage between events, but it's so complicated and intertwined that it's a little hard to see all of it, but you can begin to predict and you can understand. And then when a thing happens, you can look back and say, oh, I see how the hurricane wound up there. It was way too complicated to predict exactly, but once you see it, oh yeah, I see how it got there. And then there's order, which we understand is, okay, now we get it. We get it, and we can sort of control things. So if we start off our improv scenes trying to control anything, we're fooling ourselves, and we are cheating our partner, and we can't. It's just not possible, and it's not advisable. If I'm in a scene with you, Rob, and you try to control something, how do I know what it is that you have in mind? How do I know what you're trying to control, where you think we're going? And the only way you can get me to do it is to manipulate me, and then we're not partners. And then the scene, there's no discovery in the scene. It's all you having an idea and me having to go along with it. So we start off a scene with randomness. We start off a scene by doing a thing or saying things or talking loudly or softly or over talking or any of the scene dynamics that we've talked about. And we do things for no reason. You might shout for no reason. You might talk quickly when someone is talking with you for no reason. You might, who knows what, say anything that comes to your head for no reason. Once you do enough of that, these things start to pile up in your scene, and the randomness turns to chaos. You now see things, and it's like, oh, I think I see connections here. I'm not sure. But, oh, wait a minute. This links to that. Oh, okay. I can use this, and I can use that. And then the fog lifts, and it's like, order. I got it now. I know where we are likely going, and I can help push us there. And as I've said, the audience never understands that. They don't get it. They cannot fathom that people can walk onto a stage and do things without having any intent. So when it all works out at the end, they are thinking, holy crap, how could they possibly have known that this blah, 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 blah was going to happen, and then that? They could, wow, they must not really be making this stuff up. They must be writing it. It's because you're using a trick that they have no idea about. It's sort of almost like learning as you work. You know, you do stuff and then you understand why you did it. We've talked about this. Any thoughts about that particular concept so far? Nothing? Okay. Here's okay, here we go. Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Okay, so no thoughts about that particular idea. That's fine, because we've said it a number of times. Here's a question for you, though. Is all randomness the same? In other words, is there such a thing as good randomness and bad randomness, better randomness and not so good randomness, or is just random? Or is random just random? Is all randomness equal? What do you say?
Probably not.
Probably not what?
Not equal. It's like offers. You know, there can be better offers, I think. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I think randomness is equal. It depends on how you handle it after.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I'm not sure if I could call random good or bad. I think it may be, for me, how you use it or interpret it.
Okay. Instead of good or bad, how about better and worse? More or less useful?
Yes, I would go with more or less useful,
Yes.
definitely.
Could be.
Or maybe depends on their reaction.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to say that there is better and worse randomness. And here's one of my justifications for it, and I'll just show you this. And if you don't know, this is a painting by by Pollock.
Pollock.
Yes. So Pollock painted a lot of paintings like this. It was back in the 50s, the 60s, I believe. And he would just put this huge canvas down on the floor, and he would drip paint and splash paint. It was essentially random. Yet, and he's known as one of the great painters, artists of the 20th century. Other people later on, when they figured out that they actually like that, tried to do it too. Hey, how hard can it be to do a Jackson Pollock? Turns out it's not easy. Turns out it's not. You can't just do it, because the difference between me doing that and Jackson Pollock doing it is Jackson Pollock. The difference between me playing some random stuff on a guitar and Al Di Meola playing some random stuff on the guitar is the difference between us. If you're really, 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 really good, your random choices are going to be better than someone who isn't. Because humans are almost incapable of being random. We almost can't do it. We have to work so hard at it.
Yeah.
I mean, Rob, say the first word that comes to your mind.
Butternut.
Okay. Ella, say the first word that comes to your mind.
Peanut butter.
Good. Okay. Every time you ask someone that, they have to stop and think. They have to.
Can't.
They have to have it in order, and even in their own heads. We don't do random very well. We're horrible at it. We don't understand random. That's why people buy lottery tickets.
Do you think it's an instance of causality?
I think that, first of all, that it's something that we as humans aren't good at, so it doesn't come naturally to us. But the reason Jackson Pollock is better at his randomness is because he studied. He studied his art. He didn't just one day wake up and start splashing paint. He was an artist who could do all the stuff that everybody else could do, and worked at it and worked at it and worked at it and worked at it and worked at it, and then so his random is got to be better than mine because he's worked at it. So his knee jerk is going to be more useful than mine most of the time. It's the same thing in improv. It's the same thing in any team. It's the same thing with any human. Something that you've worked at, something that it's become part of you, part of your hand-eye coordination, part of the reflexes in your head that make you say a thing when you hear a thing. It's going to be better for people who, if you have a library that's filled with comic books and just self-help books and crap, and I have a library that's filled with literature, and I randomly pick out 10 books and you randomly pick out 10 books, whose random is going to be better? Mine. Because I've taken the trouble to stock the pond with great fish. So my random is going to be better in that case. So what's the point there? Does it mean that there's no hope? That some people just got it and some people ain't?
No.
No. Of course not.
I think that's what makes us unique. That's what makes us individuals. Every artist, if they do their own thing and develop that own style, and as you say, there's a certain hand and eye coordination with a muscle memory with everything. I'm a guitar player, guys, and I
Wow.
well, I try to do jazz as much as I can, and
Wow.
I don't think I can imitate just anyone. And it's the same thing with, I think, with any art form.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
if
when
we're
you
doing like,
say develop is another word for work.
Yeah, just get in with the work.
Yeah.
I watch people listen to Stevie Ray Vaughan and they'll or Jimi Hendrix or whatever, and they'll watch and they'll just say, "Wow, what a gift! He's not gifted. The son of a bitch worked hours and hours and hours, and when other people were out playing baseball or doing whatever, he was home doing this shit. It wasn't a gift. He worked at it."
Mm.
So that it became nothing because of the work. It wasn't given to him. It just, he was willing to put in the work. So it's the same here. It's the same here. I don't know if stand-up comedy is teachable to someone who doesn't get it. I really don't know. I couldn't say. People make a lot of money teaching it, but improv, absolutely, absolutely. All you've got to do is keep doing it.
Yeah.
Do it with good people. Just like musicians. Surround yourself with better musicians than you are, as often as you can, if they'll let you, and jam with them, and jam with the great improvisers, so you won't pick up bad habits, and you'll get better and better and better, and then your random will be as good as their random.
Yeah.
Hard work.
There you go.
Yes.
There you go.
And
It's hard work.
curating your experience too.
Yeah.
One of my favorite comments from my favorite filmmaking teacher was, "Stop watching ironically." There is so much great work in the world. Stop fucking around. Turn off Gilligan's Island. You know, go start with the A's in the French New Wave. Work your way down.
It's like
the Russians, blah blah blah. And
it's like
honestly,
teaching writing. They won't learn how to write until they write.
Yeah. Right.
Life is too
It's
short
easy
for
to
shit. Make time
teach
for
theories
shit.
of writing, but they will never learn it until they experience writing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got to work at it. So
Yeah.
my whole thing is that this stuff is easy. Doing this really, really well is really, really easy, but it's hard to believe that it's that easy. So it's hard to get rid of the shit that you don't need that you do, and to just do the few things that you need. It's hard to have faith in the system that, you mean that's all I have to do for this to be good? Yes. Unfortunately, it also means that you got to stop doing the other shit. That's the hard part.
That's true.
Yeah. So now that we've talked about randomness, let's see some. I'll do the thing that you guys have asked me to do, and I'll just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'll do a quick 2-minute scene with everybody. Keep it grounded. Use the scene dynamics that are possible to use online, and we know what those are. For no reason, decide I'm going to talk louder or softer in the middle of this. I'm going to speak quicker or slower. In other words, I'm going to leave less or more of a gap between when someone speaks and when I speak, or I'm going to overtalk them. It's okay to overtalk. It's okay. It's okay for 2 musicians to play a lead at the same time. Now and then. We can't do nearer or farther. We can do the repetition. We can use facial reactions. We can use colorful language. We don't have to say things the same way that we always say them. You don't have to say, "I love you." You can say, find some other way to say it. You are the the little green plastic line in my weed whacker. You know, whatever. Think of a way to say it differently, and use specifics whenever you can. Be specific about things. Don't talk about your car. Talk about your Prius. Don't talk about your dog. Talk about your Doberman. Don't talk about, I'm not going to the hospital. I'm going to Sister Mary of the Blessed Unconsciousness Hospital. Whatever. Make stuff up. I'm not going to the store. I'm going to Target. I'm not having a beer. I'm having a fat tire. Whatever it is. The more specifics you throw in, the more toys there are in the playpen you're playing in. And later in the scene, you're going to need something. Something is going to need to be there to energize your scene, to re-energize your scene. And rather than looking around for something falling on you from outer space or inventing some ridiculous thing that came from nowhere, you've got all these toys lying around in this playpen that you put there. So now it's time to use that, to use the thing that you've said that you didn't know why you said before. And the audience will not ever know that you did not know why you said the thing when they see you use it again. And they will think, oh my God, they foreshadowed that whole thing. And then it all came around. How is it possible without discussing it that they did that? They did it through participatory unconsciousness. That's how they did it. So that's what we want to do as much as possible. So let's do 2 by 2 by 2 by 2. Everyone who's not in it, I'll remove you guys, put you in the little green room. You can watch and listen, and then it'll be your turn. So I just go right down the line. So who's first? Ella is first, right next to me there, and we go. And let me get rid of the names so we're not tempted to use them. And whenever you're ready.
I'm ready to listen. Mr. Smith, why did you...
What?
You said you've been meaning to talk to me about...
Yes. I've been meaning to.
I also want to say something to you, but you go first, please.
No.
Because I've been wanting to tell you this is I've been wanting to get this off my chest, but right now I need a raise.
A raise.
Yes, or otherwise I need to resign because it doesn't really supply my because it's really hard to babysit your jellyfish.
What are you doing? What are you doing Thursday?
Oh, Thursday.
What are you doing Thursday?
What time? What time, Mr. Smith?
Evening.
Evening.
Night until late.
Around 8 to 10, somewhere like that.
Nothing like that. No. Nothing like that.
Okay. Is this another? Okay.
It's.
Because every time I tell you I want to resign or I want to get a raise, you're always asking me to go out with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Isn't
it funny? That's a coincidence. I'm surprised you would notice a thing like that. I didn't.
I have no idea. I just thought of it
Thursday
now.
Then. Thursday.
Thursday.
How's that looking?
Who's gonna babysit your jellyfish?
What's that?
Who's gonna babysit Beyonce, your jellyfish?
Well, I could see how that.
Yeah.
See how that could prevent you from getting a raise. I could see that. That would certainly prevent me. Well, it isn't today.
I'm free on
Lovely.
Friday.
What's that?
Monday.
You Friday. You're free on Friday.
Monday, yes.
Monday.
Because Monday you don't work, right?
Okay. I've tried. I have tried so hard with you. I've tried so hard. We just don't. I'm gonna have to let you go. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Okay, guys.
We've had fun though. We've had some times. Well, we haven't, but we could have. That was rough. Was that rough for you? That was rough for me. That was rough. I may need to take some time to recover from that.
But why are you? You're always trying to manipulate me every time I want to get a raise. You always shift things to things that
I say what? You want
I
what?
just
Want. We all have wants. We all have needs. Why do you keep calling me Mr. Smith? I told you 1,000 times. It's Ronnie. We can talk about this Thursday.
Okay, Mr. Smith.
Okay.
Barry, you're at it again.
Yeah, dude. You know.
The summer of your discontent, the same time.
Wow. That's like Shakespeare, man.
You dumped Sheila again. What's wrong with you?
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh, shit, I did.
She's someone special.
See, she's the best.
So why dump her?
It was an error. Oh,
An error? You call it an error?
Yes, it's an error, man.
Like a technical error?
Like I made a screw up. Like I made a bit. Oh, God.
You know, you also had that winter of discontent with Deborah.
I thought you said summer of discontent.
This time with Sheila.
How many
You're
discontents? What is there?
Lover. You're a seasonal
Discontent
lover.
for every season?
Yeah.
So,
what's your problem? What's bugging you?
I don't know.
Is it a climactic thing?
What is with you and the weather?
I don't know. It's the full moon.
The moon, the weather. I mean, stay inside like normal people.
I change because of the phases of the moon. You change when there's a hurricane coming.
There's a hurricane coming?
There is a hurricane coming.
Like and metaphorically? Metaphorically?
The hurricane coming is a girl's name again.
It's metaphoric. It's metaphorical.
No, it's catastrophic. Then you get into your autumn of discontent again with another one.
No. Please. Let's.
I'm so tired of cleaning up your mess. These girls come to me. How broken their hearts are.
What do you mean they come to you? When do they come to you?
Tell me how bad they feel after loving you.
They tell you?
Yeah. Oh. You're the quintessential heartbreaker.
Well, you're telling me that. I mean, this is the spring of my discontent.
I'll fix you a date. I found someone.
Okay, dates, calendars, spring, summer. Yeah. You know.
It will be on the new moon on Thursday.
Forget the moon!
We got to talk.
Okay. That's I I agree. We should.
Yeah.
It's never the right time, though. Go ahead. You go first.
All right. I know you went out with
It's
Deborah.
more about. Well, no, you go. Go ahead. No, you. It's you decided it. So go ahead. It's up on you.
Okay, thanks.
Okay.
You went out with Deborah.
It's really about us, though, in a way, isn't it? I mean,
is it? Okay, how?
No, you tell me. Yeah, I am all ears, man.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. I know she's your
It's
ex.
about how expensive things have gotten and how I haven't, budgeted correctly. And it's about money. It's about the money. It's about that. I know. That's what you're going to say.
It's not.
That's what
about
you're going to say. You're going to say that, and I was going to say no. It's really more of a personal thing between us.
You've owed me money since we were 12.
I've owed you money since we were 12. I don't know if you know that.
We were 12.
We were 12 when I first owed you money.
Yes.
Yeah,
that's
12.
right. So it's
So
not
it
about
can't
the
be.
money.
It can't be about that. I thought, how can it be about that?
It's nothing.
It's
new.
nothing. Nothing. There's nothing there.
Absolutely nothing new.
Good.
It's about her.
Okay. Who? Okay. It's about her.
I'm dating your ex. It's been a while.
Okay.
It's getting serious.
And it's really about
getting married.
Money. It's about the money.
I got enough money. I'm sorry. I
have
enough money.
You just keep harping on the money.
Yeah.
You just won't let it rest. You just won't let it rest.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's just say, let's just draw a line under the money. Okay.
Sure. Okay.
I am
drawing a line under the money.
I'm glad we had this chat.
Segueing back to the
I hope you understand where I am coming from right now. Okay. Good.
We're not inviting you to the wedding.
Okay.
We're not inviting you to the wedding because you're not ready to do it.
Because it's expensive. It's expensive. All right.
Yeah, it's because it's expensive. That's why.
Okay, good. So I'll be there. I'll be there.
No, you won't.
I'll be there. I'll be there rooting for you. Yes,
no.
That's
I know.
That's 3, man.
From 5 to 3 on Expedia, TripAdvisor, 3.5 on Yelp, but that's Yelp.
That's Yelp. You gonna do with Yelp, right?
I mean,
what are you gonna do? It's Yelp.
Yelp. But people pay attention to Yelp.
Yelp.
It's like it's actually affecting things, though.
Oh. Okay. This is that talk, huh?
Yeah.
All right. It's not.
I'm the kind of person who always leaves at least 2 inches in a bottle of Red Horse. It just can't finish it.
Yeah, I know.
I can't deal with this imbalance.
Okay. This is an imbalance. This is imbalance. I'm just saying.
This.
No, that's focus. That's focus.
Right. Oh, I get them confused all the time.
This is imbalance.
Imbalance, focus.
This is you're taking too much time. Shorten it quicker. Go quicker.
Can we adjust the focus and imbalance?
We can adjust the focus. Let's refocus and we can adjust the balance. maybe it's the vertical hold.
It could be. Or I can't predict tourism anymore. So I don't know, but we've got to get the ratings up. So it's either the focus.
That's definitely getting the rate. That's up. That's definitely getting the ratings up. I will agree with you. Well, that's good too, but it looks a little like you're baptizing somebody.
I try to be non-denominational here.
Yeah, me too. This is non-denominational.
I lost the whole Presbyterian.
This is right, like this and this is non-denominational. Okay. You rarely see popes do this. Okay.
No, you never do.
Never.
No,
never.
Evangelical Baptists, but not popes. Yeah.
Not a pope.
No. So.
No. Which is, because popes are also going from 5 to 3 to also.
I've noticed that.
Have you noticed?
If you've looked at the Vatican's ratings on Expedia, they have gone down since 2019.
Yeah. It's this. It's this.
There's got to be a corollary there.
Yeah. A lot of it is this.
The focus, yeah.
It is this.
So maybe possibly you've got it. That's absolutely it.
Problem solved.
I'm so glad we had this meeting.
Me too.
I'm going to go talk to the IT people about this. Thank you.
This is that's this.
Make sure to
take
care of that while you're at it.
Okay. Listen, Joni, I've only ever just wanted to be one of the cool girls, like you, and sit at the cool girls' table. That's all I've ever wanted to do. And why is it so difficult to allow just me to sit at the cool girls' table? I just need to sit there. I'll just sit there.
Melanie.
Yes.
Cool girls are born cool.
Well, how do you know if you're born cool? I mean,
we just know. It's just, it's like heaven was smiling down on us when we were born, and everybody just gravitates towards us, and
but maybe ugly ducklings thought they were cool, and then they became swans, and it was like, oh, that was a swan all along. We thought it was a horrible duck. Turns out it's a great swan.
Yeah, but look at you. How many friends do you have?
Real ones?
Yeah, of course. Well, or not you. Just look at you. When you look in the mirror, what do you see?
I don't look in the mirror.
That's the thing.
No.
Maybe
if I could be with the cool girls, maybe if I could be there with them, that would rub off on me and suddenly coolness would happen. To me. I could be like a project. Take on a project instead of a car wash this summer.
You can try. Sure. Join us. In a bit. Come with me. Let's go. Okay. Hey, ladies. Look who's with me. It's Melanie. So what are you eating?
I think I have to throw up. I have to throw up.
That is so not cool.
It's too much. It's
not
cool at all.
Well, you can be other things. You can be like the coolest uncool person in your table. How's that?
That sounds twice as pathetic as what I am now.
Okay, sorry. I didn't mean to laugh.
No, but I'll take it. I'll take it.
Whoa!
Ooh. What's up there, partner?
Feeling good.
Yeah. Feeling good, huh?
Yeah.
Me? I'm not feeling so good. I mean, I'm fine, but I'm not feeling it. You know what I mean?
You've always been like that.
Yeah.
1994.
What's that?
You've always been like that since 1994.
Yeah, that was the worst year of ever. That was the worst year. And I just can't lift myself. I feel, I feel like I am the east end of a westbound horse. It's what I'm feeling it, and I feel like I'm getting eaten by horse flies and whipped by sadistic cowboys.
I don't understand what's with you. You're a cowboy, right?
I know I'm a cowboy, but the hats are stupid. The hats are stupid. They're stupid. I mean, you've got to admit, these are stupid hats. If someone was designing a hat today, this is not what they'd come up with.
Okay. I don't know with
this
you, but
looked like somebody sat on clay, and this is what came out. This shape. I hate it.
You've been riding me ever since, Yes, because I've been your horse for a very, very long time.
I know. I didn't know horses live this long.
Aha! I'm a very different horse.
So you know how I feel.
Yes, I know.
You know how your rear end feels. That's how I feel all the time.
Okay, but you know how I feel when you put your butt on my back.
That's got to be bad.
I love it. It's warm.
Oh, that's pleasurable for you?
Yes, because you have this, like that. Feeling on my.
Yeah, I kind of do. Yeah.
I like it, man. You're my master. I don't want to die.
Okay, then I won't kill you. This is good. I'm feeling better.
All this time you've been thinking that you're gonna kill me?
No,
a Freudian slip. It's a Freudian slip.
You're a horse. What do you know about Freudian slip?
Ha! You don't know about. I have a emotion too.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to put you down.
I'm gonna kick you.
Is that the last price?
What's that?
Is that the last price?
What do you mean?
I'm not paying that much, dude.
Oh, you want to haggle?
Give me a better price. Give me a better price.
You want to haggle?
It's ridiculous.
You think we're haggling? You think, oh yeah, if we haggle, it's like we're in Chicago in the
no,
20s. It's this is a roaring. Yeah, it's like jazz, but bebop jazz. We're haggling.
So you think that's it? So this is it? You're telling me there's no wiggle room whatsoever?
Oh, you want to wiggle and haggle? I see.
Everything can be reasoned. I don't think it's a ridiculous price. I don't know you, and that's okay.
Anyone will tell you, I am anything but a reasonable man. I'm happy to haggle with you. All you want.
All right. Then give me a better price.
I charge for haggling. There's a charge for haggling. And strangely enough, the amount of money that you reduce when you haggle turns out to be the price of the haggle. I don't make the rules.
That is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
Thank you.
I've never heard anything. You charge for a haggle?
I'm charging you right now.
A haggling price.
You're on the clock, buddy. You're on the clock like I'm a taxi driver waiting for you to get out of an office.
Are you serious? Okay.
Tick tock, tick tock.
Hold on. I really like it. It's just too expensive. It's just a crazy, unreasonable price.
Do you know
just give
what's
me a better
expensive?
price.
What's expensive is saying it's too expensive too often. That's going to cost you.
No, what's expensive is because it's expensive.
Oh, we could talk about this all day. Yeah.
I don't know what to say, man. I don't know what to say. I don't know if I'm gonna.
Yeah.
Are you really that strict? I mean, you don't want to? Okay, hold on. You don't want to sell it.
I want you
Is that what you're saying?
I want you to like me.
But it's too expensive.
Okay, then you'll have to hate me, but it's just going to cost you more.
My God.
So I was thinking maybe the calculator, we can probably sell it.
Sell a calculator?
Yeah.
How much would we make?
Well, maybe we can ask the calculator
Well, that's the
to
thing.
compute.
But if you sell the calculator, how do you know if you made a profit?
Oh my goodness. You just made a fantastic point right there.
I don't know how anybody ever sells a calculator.
So how did we get one if it wasn't sold to us?
I don't know.
Oh my goodness. Who would have? We've never asked this question before.
I don't know. I simply don't know.
Neither do I.
Of course not.
Of course, because you're the smarter one.
I'm not the smarter one. I just know more things.
Which makes you smarter.
No, it just... Okay, it does.
See?
But I still don't see how we get past the calculator thing.
I know.
I mean, the only way to do it is to get another calculator to calculate the profit from selling this one. But then you just complicated it. You just added another layer.
Did you just see the word add? We can do that on the calculator. Right? You're so smart.
I'm brilliant.
We should get you on a school, you know, so that they will learn from you.
But you're the one who started it all by trying to sell the calculator. I never would have come up with it if it hadn't been for you.
You never would, because I'm the
heart.
I'm the
You're
street
the heart.
smart.
You're
I'm
the heart. So yeah.
I do have the heart.
Damn it, Cynthia. God damn it. Right?
Right.
I would say that you and I are like 2 + 2 = 4, but that will just get us into a whole other thing.
I have never heard 2 + 2 + 4 that beautifully before.
Yeah.
We should do that on the calculator right before we sell it.
We can't sell it. Can't sell it now. It means too much.
Right. The essence of this relationship now rests on the buttons of that calculator.
Right.
It has too much sentimental value.
We're not going to clear this relationship with a push of a button.
No.
Damn.
That's okay.
Cynthia.
You're so
damn. And scenes. Okay. Any thoughts about any of that stuff?
I think the calculator was brilliant. I think using that device made a clear story out of it. That's my take on it. I think it was something that I want to actually watch further because it's just ironic how you have to calculate a profit out of a calculator, selling a calculator. That's already a good, instantly a good story in itself, and not even without too much exposition, not giving out, not spoon feeding too much, and I already understood. There's already a concept to what's happening. I love it. Sorry, I just love the calculator. It was
Okay.
really good.
Cool.
I really thought the question, well, then how did we get the calculator? That's an example of a question that can really inform. I love that.
Yeah, yeah. We've talked about this before about just this whole idea of not asking questions in improv, the absolute nonsense of that. Of course, you can ask questions. You can ask any question at all, even ones that don't inform. Hey, man, what's up? You can say that. The problem arises when people feel that they must answer the question. You don't have to answer questions. It's the answers that screw things up. You can answer it in a way that isn't helpful. You can ask your own question. You can skirt around it and ignore it a little bit, but you don't have to answer it. So yes, that's cool. Any other thoughts about any of that stuff?
I love the randomness of you and Josh because you were feeding each other random things and it was building on another thing. So there's a blur if it's random or changing orbits from cowboy to loving your butt.
Which I've always thought are the same thing anyway.
Anyway, it's weird because I have this background. I do not have any filter, but I have this.
Yeah.
What?
A fireplace.
Mhm.
It's not mine.
Okay.
You have a.
Well, that's not, that little glade back there isn't mine.
It's Andy's.
Yeah. Any other thoughts about any of the things you saw or were in? Something that stood out, or something that appealed to you or didn't appeal to you?
Oh, the
No, I kinda
physical.
like
Sorry.
hand gestures.
Yeah, I was talking about the
Sorry,
hand
Lily,
gestures
go
of
ahead.
Kurt. I'm sorry. I'm talking about the same thing. The hand
Yeah.
gestures of Tom and Kurt.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
it too. Those.
Hmm.
Yeah, and the hand gestures were what? What would we call
Shiny
them?
object.
You're damn right we would.
Yeah, shiny
Yeah,
object.
they were a shiny object. You. It's who, I don't know who did a hand gesture first. I don't care. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. That's
The
okay.
three.
Okay,
Yeah,
good.
the
Right.
three started.
It doesn't matter who did it first.
Yeah.
It's seeing a thing and thinking, okay, that's a blip in the continuum there. That's a blip. We need to capture that and use it and do something with it, address it in some way. You can't just let it slide by. It happened. It's there. If this was a play that someone had written, and in the directions of the play was this, you'd think the playwright had a reason for making them do that, and they would. If they actually wrote it down and said, and he shows the number 3 with his hands, there's got to be a reason for it, or they'd take it out. So we don't know a reason, but the audience will assume, if we jump on it, that there was a reason. It makes us look smart. So, and Kurt was with it enough to catch that I was taking that, and so was he, and just went with it, and it stopped being about whatever we thought it might be about. What was it initially going to be about? It was going to be initially about losing profits. Maybe we had an Airbnb or something like
Or
that.
rating on something to do with hospitality.
Right. So that was still there. Can't deny it, but it turned out to be really about this form of language that these people had.
About the Pope.
Anything else you saw? Or that stuck out to you?
Oh, there's another one. The unself-aware character, but playing at the top of his intelligence. So the scene with you and Rob, wherein he was saying he was talking about something else, but you were so unaware of yourself that you kept talking about money. So that made the scene interesting.
Well, I kept interrupting him.
That's
I
true.
kept
Yeah,
I
I
kept
also
over
noticed
talking
that.
him. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I also noticed that.
Right.
Mhm.
You also
I
kept flipping whatever he said, which was a really nice game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
uh, your dominant status with Ella, she discovered an inner conflict in you. You were manipulative.
Mhm. Yes. Hmm. Well, I mean, I don't know what else there are plenty of reactions that I could have
Yeah.
used. I don't know. Just um, I, when it's about a transaction, a raise or more money, or anything that's transactional, you know, how much for that slice of pizza? $3. That's a little bit much. Well, I can sell you a smaller slice, but blah 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 blah. Well, I've only got $1.50. Blah blah. So when a scene starts to become transactional, or a teaching scene, show me how to dance. Well, you do this. You mean this? No, I mean this. No, this. No, this. Um, when that starts to happen, the first person who recognizes that that's what's happening needs to make it personal. So if someone says "sir" to me in a scene, I never use the words "sir" and "ma'am" in improv. If someone says "sir" to me, that means we don't have any history. There's nothing at stake between us. Why are we seeing this scene? It's exposition. Who cares? So if someone serves me, I immediately remind them that we went to high school together. Don't you know me? Or something like that.
The
It's about us. And
Yeah.
with Ella, it couldn't just be about whether a boss gives somebody a raise. It had to be about a relationship.
the contrasting thing, the transactional scene you had with Elsie, the haggling. I think what made it grounded was the mind fuck confusion of Elsie. He had this very natural reactions to the confusion.
You're right. You're right. His reaction. I was
Yeah.
weird. I was the
Yeah.
weird character. It's very strange. He was normal. If somebody's going weird, it helps to have the other person stay normal, so that A, it provides a contrast, so the weird person is weirder, and B, it gives the audience someone to empathize with, and to feel things through. So yes, I'm glad he did that. I'm glad he didn't
Yeah.
halfway through just say the kind of stupid shit I was saying. He was grounded. He
Yeah.
kept it grounded. That was good.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've done some good shit. So now you're going to do it without me. I will pair you up, 2-2-2, and I will get out of the way. That's it. I'll just randomly pair you guys up and see what you come up with. So I'll just start removing people. Okay. Okay, I will remove names so we don't are tempted to use them, and I will get out of here. So let's say like a 4-minute scene approximately, something like that.
Hey Neil, we finally made it here. We waited for this for so long. The Elton John Summit. You're so happy you can't speak.
You're more excited than I am, I admit. I wish I had your level of excitement. I envy that. You really embrace things like this with passion. I feel almost anhedonic about it. I don't know
You
where
sing
you have.
you sing Rocket Man in the shower.
I do because I know the words. I can't bear trying to sing a song that I forget the lyrics. Once I start going la la la, la I feel like a failure.
You want some popcorn?
Of course,
While we're waiting for Elton?
Elton will come. It just I love your enthusiasm, but he'll be here, so we could enjoy popcorn certainly. And
Now I feel bad that you're not excited.
We've been going to these events together for about, I don't know, 3 or 4 months now. And I would hope by now you'd see that I don't generally get that excited about the event itself. I'm more enjoying your excitement.
What if we try the first line? Maybe that will give you the excitement. It's a little bit funny, this feeling inside. You're out of key. You're out of key.
Me. It's
You're
just
out
like,
of key. You ruined the moment. You're out of key.
okay, this is passion as well. I mean, I'm not Elton John. I'm not a professional singer. I mean, I'm a certified public accountant. So I don't really expect to be in key, but you
have more connection. You have more connection. You're British. I'm Korean.
Absolutely. I just, having grown up in a different country and then returned here, I don't have that connection with Sir Elton. Plus, I'm kind of an anti-monarchist.
I hope you don't mind. I hope you don't mind. I put down in words how wonderful.
I have to stop there because I was really doing well. And if I continue, I increase the chance of failure. I'm sorry.
Feel wonderful. You don't feel wonderful.
I feel very okay.
Oh,
it's about the best I can do, but I'm here. I'm present.
I'm not one of those who can easily hide. I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry too. I feel like it's more my fault, but I learned from you on this. I learned.
You wanna get out of here and let's look at the Barbra Streisand summit?
Ooh. I don't know how I feel about that. I really genuinely don't. Barbra Streisand, I guess I'm more familiar with her as an actress, than as a singer. I mean, we're going from British culture to American.
No, I want you to feel happy. Let's get this beer, especially designed. You see?
Dude,
you see this?
Happy, Jerry.
It says, "Can you feel the love tonight?"
Feel the love.
Let's try it. Have one. Cheers.
I want to love Pabst Blue Ribbon.
There's a Lion King design. Let's try it. Drink it.
Oh, wow, merchandising.
Yeah, drink. Can you feel the love tonight? It is where we are. You're good.
I just can't go past that first verse because the possibility of failure increases. But boy, do I love seeing your passion about it.
But you did it with the Britannia vibe. It's authentic.
Really? I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, you would be knighted, Sir Neil.
Shit.
Gosh,
scene. Nice. That's a good button. Okay, that was fun. That was really fun. Let's move along. I guess we could quickly talk about it. So, anyone have any response or input to that?
It was very entertaining.
It was a good connection. It was very good. People who were clearly passionately involved in the same thing, which was cool. Once again, not an argument, really, not conflict, really. Kurt's character had inner conflict because everything was possibly going to make him feel like a failure. So what should he do it or shouldn't he do it? And Lilith had no inner conflict, except he needed to be told that he felt good. So that was really nice. It was a fun dynamic.
It seemed like both of us were invested in the other one's happiness.
Yeah, to please each other.
Yeah, how about that? How about that?
Yeah, that's what I got.
Very brilliant.
Yeah. So, how about that? You're the worst camp counselor ever. No, you're the best. None of that shit. Okay, let's move along. Yes, it was really good. Lots of fun. Let's move along. So we know to get rid of that. And I'm going to do that. Okay, I'll get out of your way. Let me get rid of the names. And I will.
No more. No more. No. You're manipulating me. You're manipulator.
No, it's gonna be fun.
I hate doing fun with you because there will be a very, very bad consequences again.
Oh, but that is fun.
Why are you doing this to me?
Because. Come on.
No. Oh, come on. What's the gist? Come on. Give it to me. What's the fun? Come on. While I'm in the mood.
You know it. Did I?
You're going to hurt me again. You're gonna hurt me again.
No. But it's for you. It's for you. It's for your sake. Plus, you need it. You really need it.
Okay.
I had you registered already, right?
Wait.
You did it. I did?
You know what happened?
What happened?
Before you did this to me? We went to buy some Levi's. Is it Levi's? Levi's jersey? Yeah. Who cares? It's Levi's! I know. You always correct me on my pronunciation. But now you're doing that to me. Who cares? Who cares? And then suddenly you get mad at me because I did the bad thing, you know?
No, it's not bad. It's just so happened that the store, the Levi store, is near the where you were gonna do that thing. So might as
Okay.
well pass by, right? Plus, I promised to give you a token when you really do it. Have you watched the news yet? You really need it. It's free.
I don't know what to do. Why?
No, it's probably the effect. It's probably the effect. It's the chemicals.
Chemicals!
But no, it's just temporary. It's
You just
temporary.
kissed me on my lips.
Oh, you were dreaming.
What?
But they
Am I
said,
dreaming?
they said it could cause you a little bit of hallucinations. So if it's just temporary.
Hallucinations of what? Jemima?
It's gonna be fine.
Okay.
Okay.
Give me a glass of water and put some herbs.
Okay.
Then put some sugar.
Okay.
Okay? And then put some calamansi juice.
Okay.
Then put whatever your medication, the silibang singbo.
Okay.
Give me
Here you
that.
go. Here you go.
Wait, it smells weird. What did you put inside again?
Well, everything that you told me, you said put some herbs, so I put some basil leaves and some peppermint and some.
You really have this very, very dark side of you, huh? You, you. Mm. Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Okay. Okay.
I feel great.
Okay. Great. Okay, so are you ready now for your second vaccine?
Shit. Scene. Second vaccine.
It's a vaccine.
Is that what it was? The whole
Wonderful.
time? Okay. All right. Vaccine jokes. Okay. That was fun. You guys were also connected. That was a lot of fun. Good. And any quick thoughts? I think. Well, it once
So
again,
hard to react. I was laughing all the way.
yeah, so was I. Okay, well, let's move along. What do we got here? That, yeah, get rid of that. That's gotta go. That's gotta go. So I'm gonna do that and that. Okay, unmute and go.
You can take him.
You
You
think?
can take him. Oh yeah, you can take him. Just
Oh man.
no. I think you can. I think you can. I think you got it. I think you got it. I think you got it. I think you got all the tools, man. I think you can take him. You just have to focus. Just keep at it. Just focus. You can take him. I know he's bigger. I know he's better. I know he's more. He has more experience. But that is not the case. You
Better.
have this. He.
You think he's better?
Dude, come on. You saw him. He destroyed that thing like it was
Yeah.
nothing.
Yeah, I did. He did.
But you have the heart, and the heart counts for something, my friend. The heart is the heart. I think you can take him. You just have to have the heart. It's all about the heart.
No, it's
You
not.
can. What?
It's
Listen
not
to me.
about the heart. No, it gets technical at a certain point. Come on, you know this.
But that's the only thing we have. If you don't believe in that, look, there's nothing else
Wait,
left.
whoa. Let's go back. You're saying the only thing I have is heart. So he's bigger, he's stronger, he's better. But I just have the desire to eat more cheesecake. That's all I got.
When you go back into history, there are things that won. There are people just won by sheer heart, by sheer want, and by sheer desire. You have that. I'm sure you have more desire to devour that thing than he has.
Now I'm scared.
No. Listen. That's just the bear. I know
He's
that's
huge.
well, that is a grizzly bear, but let's just hope that he gets diabetes. At least, I'm sure you can.
Wait. I'm not
Dude,
feeling
this is
good
our
about
last.
this anymore.
This is our last chance, okay? If you don't win, if you don't get this prize money, we won't go home. We can't go home. Do you understand? We'll be stuck here in Alaska. We have to go home. Okay? You have to win this prize money. You can take him. He's bigger, stronger. You have the heart. Come on, man.
Stop. You're not helping. Just stop. Just stop.
Oh, we're screwed. We're screwed. We're
Scene.
screwed.
We're screwed. Oh yes. Any thoughts? Anyone? It's fun.
It was interesting.
It was fun. It was good.
I really enjoyed that Rob introduced a disagreement, and yet the two characters aligned kind of against that disagreement.
Yes.
I'm a big fan of aligning against the
Yeah. They were on the same side essentially.
Well,
Yeah, and once again, the conflict for Rob was internal, self doubt,
yeah.
and LC had no conflict in him whatsoever. He was absolutely sure until the very last thing he said.
Yeah. Alaska.
Until we're screwed. Suddenly, boom. suddenly Rob's the realist and LC is I mean, suddenly Rob's the dreamer and LC's the realist. So
Actually,
that's fun.
it's like I'm watching Walter White and what do you call this? Breaking Bad.
Ah,
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that was fun. Good. I enjoyed that. And the specificity of being in Alaska is fun. Getting around to the cheesecake, that's fun. Absolutely. If it started with cheesecake, I don't know if it would have been as impactful as it was discovering it later on. I'm not saying it wouldn't. I just don't know if it would. It might have seemed contrived if you started with it's a cheesecake eating competition. But when we know you've discovered it, it just is. It adds a little spice to it. Okay, let's move it on. Let's have the ladies show us how to do this thing. Okay, I'll get out of your way.
So, I was thinking maybe you can have Robin. I'm totally over him.
Well, he's totally over you too.
Well, I'm over him more. What are you saying? He's over me?
I thought you were over him. What does it matter?
How come you know? Are you saying? Are you saying? Are you saying that?
What am I saying?
What are you saying?
You
tell me.
I'm saying.
No. You didn't.
No, not that far.
Oh.
But
so just the one right before it?
The almost.
The almost? You very bad girl. And I thought I was more evil than you.
I was always the evil one. It just wasn't obvious. But hey, Robin and I.
There's a Robin and you now? Because I was just about to give him to you. Are you telling me you've already had him?
Yeah, the truth is it's been
had
3 months.
It's been 3 months since it's been had?
Since he's, been calling me like every day. But it didn't start out like, at first we were just talking about you and all your troubles. And I had to comfort him, and stuff.
And stuff? Oh my goodness, my dear sister. You be careful with that word. With stuff. There's a lot of meaning behind stuff. And you know how much that hurts me. Stuff.
I didn't mean to hurt you, Sissy. I give you all my old clothes and I give you all, like all the food I have left over. Everything is yours.
Yeah, that makes
that I don't like. But
so I'm just like someone who takes things that you don't like because that's exactly what I was trying to do to give you what I don't like. But it turns out that you already.
But he liked me first. He liked me first. It's just that I let you have him because I had Martin then.
Oh, Martin. Sorry, I didn't mean to smile there.
What was that about?
We are never gonna find out. It's gonna be in our heads for the rest of our lives, wondering what that was about with Martin. Any quick thoughts about that? That was a lot of fun.
That was clear. I think that was a very clear story. I think I would love to actually watch more. I just got the instant impression of two mean girls talking,
Two mean
and
girls.
that was pretty. That's a clear character development instantly, and the narrative was pretty clear also, and with almost no expositions, and I was just getting everything clearly.
There
I
was
think
so
that's
much
brilliant.
nonverbal depth there.
Right.
I mean,
And
the facial expressions of M when she was not talking said so much.
right.
Mhm.
I
It
think that
informed everything so much.
the spaces worked for me. I think the beats, the long beats, the pauses was perfect.
Yeah.
It was,
Yes, those are
I
always
also
good.
beginning when they're doing this with their hair.
Yeah, yeah.
It was really fun, but I thought, what if the relationship is mother and daughter?
Oh wow.
Oh, that was
Oh,
wow.
next level.
But
Next level.
then we became sisters, so pretty close.
So who will be
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
mother?
That
Well,
would have been interesting.
Maybe Martin.
yeah, that would be interesting if it's a mother daughter. That would be a story that's worthy of a
There's
full
a
end.
One of the things that
Someone would say, but
one
mom.
of the things one of the things that you want to do in improv is to set things up in such a way that the audience is asking themselves these questions. What if it had been this? What if it had been that? That means they're interested in what you're doing, and they're trying to be ahead of you. And sometimes you can think, I know what the audience is thinking is going to happen, and do it. So it's very, very pleasing for the audience when that happens. Or I know what the audience thinks, and then defy that and do something else so that the audience is tricked. Either way, they're invested. So that's the important thing.
there's something so entertaining about two female friends who are actually competitive, and that kept me glued. And what they didn't say, like what was she did that the almost. I'm imagining it and imagining
course.
who Martin is.
Yeah, you're never going to find out. That's the point. So let's do what we do, and we start over here always. So this time it's M. Just and any takeaway that you have from today, any quick little thing.
I always love the surprises, getting surprised by whoever I'm doing the scene with, and surprising myself. Like the scene I did with Tom, for example, like, he was a girl, for Christ's sake, and he made himself like inferior to me. So I'm like, ooh, that's new. Okay, so always fun, and I always learn from everybody. So thank you.
Good, Chrissy. Anything?
Thank you.
Oh, it's practicing not to always have an argument that I want to keep taking away from these workshops. Now, how do you and then and the other thing that you said about randomness and selecting the right and better randomness around you by practicing with the people who are better than you. So those are my two takeaways.
Cool.
Yeah.
Hello. What have you got?
Same with Chrissy, and thank you.
Okay, Lilith.
Randomness, while it was happening in the four pairs, what I noticed was I watched four engaging relationships, which was so fun to watch. The relationships were good. It was so
Yeah.
Well, you know what I always say: all good improv, every good improv scene is about the same thing. It's not. It's about the people in it. It's not about the will that grandma left. It's not about who owns the candy store. It's not about who's going to steal the car. It's never about that. It's always only about the people. So there you go. Rob?
I like being able to use the race to the bottom at the with LC in the second one. Just going, wow, forget about it. I can't do this. Blah 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 blah. That was just loads of stuff to play with. So that was really good. I thought that worked really well.
Yeah, all the prime real estate is in the lowlands when it comes to comedy. Low status is the good place to be if you can be there. Nobody remembers the guy who threw the pie. Everybody remembers the guy who got hit by it.
Got hit with it. Yeah.
Kurt, what have you got?
Thinking about what you shared about, more useful and less useful randomness. One of the things I took away from my scene with Lilith as a performer and the scenes that I watched was randomness seems to be improved with presence. It really
Oh yeah.
Boy,
being present, right? And because then you're not only are you not thinking ahead, you're making more intelligent random contributions.
Choices.
Yeah.
Mm.
Half the purpose of doing these things, these scene dynamics, louder, softer, repetition, and all that, they work. But the byproduct of them is that when you're thinking about doing these mechanical things, it takes you out of your own head, and you stop trying to do creative things for a moment. Because rather than doing creative things, you should simply create things. And then when you have created enough things, you do something creative with those things. Josh, what do you got?
I figured out that you can be anything in improv. Yeah.
Apparently a horse. You can be a horse.
I love it. Just pops out in my mind. Yeah.
Why the hell not? As long as you believe it. LC, what have you got?
I think randomness is more or less a collection of what you've ingested, what influences you.
Mm-hmm.
And when someone said about it's like watching Lilith, I think you mentioned that it's like watching a Breaking Bad scene. I guess that's
Josh.
one of Josh. Sorry, yeah, because I guess I probably watched a lot of Breaking Bad and I adore the writing in Breaking Bad. I think it's one of the best shows out there. Yeah, but thank you so much. It's been great that randomness has a new, more or less a new meaning and a horizon for me to think about.
Yeah, and you're right. It is a product of garbage in, garbage out. They say, and it's a product of what you've got. When you're random, you draw on something that's in you. But you draw on something randomly. But if there's a lot of great stuff in there, then whatever you draw on is going to be good. So yeah. So I always say, just learn shit. Learn something about the Lord of the Rings. Just learn the characters. Learn something about Star Wars. Learn something about pop culture. Learn something about quantum mechanics. Learn something about sewing. Learn something about the more shit you put in here, the better your random is going to be.
Yeah.
That links back to what you were saying about specificity as well.
Yeah, of course. Good. So I'm done. Thank you guys very much. It was
Happy Independence Weekend, Tom.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
Yes.
4th of July.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I completely forgot.
Lilith's more American than you.
Everybody is.
Everybody. Agreed.
Okay. I'll see you. Thank you very much. It was a lot
Thank
of
you
fun.
so
Thank you,
much.
Tom.
Thank
Thank
you,
you, everyone.
everyone. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Bye bye.